So, beginilah ya starting part dia. Starting dia. Kita ada dua bahagian. Bahagian pertama, yang inilah polinomial. So, kalau you tengok soalannya, tengok soalan.
Show that x plus 5 is a factor of the polynomial. Hence, factorize px completely. So, we have two parts.
So, show. Okay, show. Macam mana nak show?
First is to show. So, how to show? By substitute the value -5 into the equation. So, with the help of the calculator, and I have the value equals to 0. So, in here, show that x plus 5 is a factor of px.
So, tengok macam mana saya show. Saya dah key in calculator. Kemudian saya guna function calculate, substitute -5, saya dapat jawapan saya kosong. Then, saya tulis statement saya. Wajib tulis statement dia. Then, baru kata lengkap. Faham? Baru dikira sebagai lengkap. Teruskan. Next part, ada perkataan hence. Maksudnya, anda perlu guna apa yang ada dalam sini. Okey, apa yang ada dalam sini untuk menjawab soalan seterusnya. Faham tak? Tak boleh guna try and error. So, ini adalah benda teknikal yang you perlu beri perhatian. So, teruskan.
Next part, I'm going to answer factorize the px completely with the help of the factor x plus 5.
So, keyword dia mesti long division. Okay, mesti long division. Sebab x to the power of 3, kita tak boleh terus tekan calculator. Mesti kena guna long division. Tiada cara lainnya, satu je.
So I'm going to use the long division to factorize the situation completely. So x plus 5 will be my factor or divisor. I'm going to substitute the value or the equation into the long division. So now we begin. First, I'm going to cancelling the x cubed by multiplying x squared. So we will have x cubed plus 5x squared. So simplify the situation. So we will have negative 2x squared minus 13x minus 15. So next part, I'm going to cancelling the negative 2x by multiplying negative 2x. So we will have negative 2x squared minus 10x.
So, haraplah ya anda boleh faham macam mana nak buat long division. Okay, macam mana nak buat long division. So, kalau nampak ini x cube, mesti pastikan you ada x cube. Kalau nampak sini negative 2x square, mesti dapatkan negative 2x square. Maksudnya you darab, you mesti dapat benda ini.
And I will have negative 3x minus 15. So next step, I'm going to cancelling the negative 3x by multiplying with negative 3. So I will have negative 3x after I multiply with this one. And then we will have negative 15 after I multiply the negative 3 with the positive 5. So finally, we will have 0. Okay, so I rewrite the situation.
So bila kita dapat 0, bermaksudnya completely. Understand not? You dah complete. So ini adalah factor. Faham tak? Factor. Remainder awak 0. Kalau you substitute P negative 5, itu factor theorem lah. Boleh ikut? Tapi soalan sekarang dia nak kita factorize completely. So ini ada long division. So kita mesti kena tulis, fikir, 2, standard form 1 iaitu px over dx. Standard form 2 iaitu px sahaja. Untuk soalan ni, saya guna standard form 2 sebab soalan tidak nyatakan px over dx. Okay, teruskan.
So px will be equals to x squared minus 2x minus 3 bracket x plus 5. So this is the product after we doing the long division.
So tengok cara penulisan dia. Ini adalah q. Px is equals to qx multiply with the dx plus the rx. Standard form 2. Kenapa rx biarkan kosong? Sebab 0. No point writing. Faham tak? Completely. Completely. Ini belum lengkap lagi. Kena tekan calculator. Atau you boleh factorize. So teruskan.
So with the help of the calculator, we can factorize the situation for x squared minus 2x minus 3, which will be x minus 3, x plus 1. And the existing factor will be x plus 5. So question asks us to factorize completely. So here we are.
So factorize completely, inilah jawapan akhir dia. So tadi sebelum ni example 10 yang tak boleh habis, iaitu x square plus 4. Yang ini boleh simplify, kita kena simplify bagi habis. So itulah ya salah satu contohnya. So teruskan dengan example 12.
If the polynomial px is given that, show that x minus 2 is a factor. Part 1. Hence, factorize the polynomial into a linear factor. Part 2. Then, determine the zero. Part 3. So first part, I'm going to substitute the value p2. With the help of calculator, so I have the value 0. So meaning that x minus 2 is a factor of px. Next part, question have hence. So meaning that I'm going to use the x minus 2 to find out the other factors. So in this time, I'm going to use the long division to help me to factorize the situation.
So saya rasa tiada masalah masih sama macam mana nak show. Okay, continue. Factorize tadi completely. Sekarang saya kata into a linear factor. Maksud yang sama, cuma ayat yang berbeza. Tambahan lagi, determine the zeros. Determine the zeros. Kejap nanti kita tengok apa tu zeros. Teruskan.
So 2x cubed plus x squared minus 8x minus 4. My factor will be x minus 2. So now I wish to cancelling the 2x cubed by multiplying 2x squared. So 2x cubed minus 4x squared. And I will have my product as 5x squared minus 8x minus 4. So I'm going to multiply with 5x in order to cancelling the 5x squared. So I will have 5x squared minus 10x. Again, my product will be 2x minus 4. So the final step, I'm going to multiply with 2 so that my 2x can be cancelling. So 2x minus 4. So finally, my remainder will be equals to 0. So I'm going to express my answer, px equals to 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. The existing remainder, the existing factor, x minus 2.
Okay, so harap you nampak ya, masih sama long division. Kemudian saya ada Q, ada D. So make sure ini you tekan calculator, tengok boleh factorize tak. So ada 3 2 distinct root, 2 equal roots, no real root. Teruskan.
With the help of the calculator, so I'm going to factor the 2x squared plus 5x plus 2, and I will have px equals to 2x plus 1. Okay, and then we will have x plus 2 after I factorize the 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. And then finally, we will have the factor, existing factor, x minus 2. So that is a part 2. Factorize completely into the linear factor.
Okay, dengar, factorize completely into the linear factor. So linear, 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 linear. Teruskan, dia nak determine the zeros. Technical, what does it mean by the zeros?
Next part, I'm going to determine the zeros. So in here, what is the zeros? So the zeros are when px is equals to 0. So my answer will be negative 1 over 2, negative 2, and finally 2. So
tengok zeros. Ini cara dia menulis zeros. Okay, ini cara dia menulis zeros. Continue, tengok ada apa lagi.
here are the zeros. If you are going to look for the root, my answer will be negative 1 over 2, x will be equals to negative 2, and x will be equals to 2. So this is what we call the zero for the left hand side, and for the right hand side is equals to roots. Here we
Okay, faham? So 2x plus 1, x plus 2, x minus 2 factors. Faham tak? Sebab kalau you ganti benda ini, dia akan dapat zeros for your remainder. Yang hijau ini. Okay, zeros, root, factors. So harap you nampak ya example ini macam mana saya selesaikan masalah polinomial. Okay, just nak tambah pengalaman you. So sekarang kita ada gabungan. Kita ada factor theorem, remainder theorem, zeros, semua bersama, combine dah. Teruskan.
the expression x cubed plus ax squared minus bx minus 10 leave a remainder of 5 when is divided by x minus x plus 3. So in here,
So di sini kita ada apa? Remainder theorem. Faham tak? Kita ada remainder theorem. Yang pertama ini. Leave a remainder. So ini panggil remainder theorem. Teruskan, tengok macam mana kita tulis jawapan kita.
My information is P negative 3 equals to 5. That is the first information. And the polynomial is divisible, meaning that the remainder will be equals to 0. So we will have P.
So ayat yang kedua, dia kata divisible. Maksudnya boleh divide. Divide completely lah. So ini adalah factor theorem. So bahagian ni adalah factor theorem. Sebab remainder you 0. Teruskan.
2 equals to 0. So find the value of the constant a and b. So now I'm going to substitute the value negative 3 and 2 into the expression. So here, substitute, we will have negative 27 plus 9a plus 3b minus 10 equals to 5. Rearrange, so 9a plus 3b equals to 5 plus 37. So we will have 42, 9a plus 3b. Simplify the situation by divide 3, so we will have 3a plus b equals to 14. That is my first equation. Next equation will be 8 plus 4a minus 2b minus 10 equals to 0. 4a minus 2b equals to 2. Simplify the situation, 2a minus b equals to 1. That will be my second equation. Simultaneous equation, I'm going to add on the equation 1 and the equation 2. And I will have 5a, okay, equals to 15. So a will be equals to 3. By substituting a equals to 3 into equation 2, so we will have 6 minus b equals to 1. B will be equals to 5. So from here, again, I would like to remind you, substitute the...
So, benda yang sama benda yang sama. Just nak introduce bila factor theorem, bila factor theorem, remainder theorem. Okay, so akhirnya you dah dapat A, dah dapat B. Ingat, ganti semula dalam you punya equation atau expression. Itu yang saya nasihatkan lah. Boleh? So, ada lagi dua contoh. Ada lagi dua contoh.
The polynomial leave a remainder of 6 when divided by x minus 2. So the first information is P2 is equals to 6.
Okay, so ini adalah remainder theorem. P2 equals to 6. Soalan ni apa yang special? Function is not given. Okay, function is not given. And then, how to answer? Okay, star kan benda ni. So continue, ini remainder theorem.
And the expression or the polynomial can be divided exactly by x plus 2, exactly, meaning that the remainder will be equals to 0 if I substitute negative 2.
So, ini adalah factor theorem. Divided exactly atau divide completely. Okay, dah dua benda.
So in this case, the polynomial, the expression for the polynomial is not given. So from here, we know the format will be px equals to qx multiply with the dx plus the rx.
So ini adalah standard form yang kedua. Okay, standard form yang kedua. Kenapa sir tak nak guna satu? Sebab soalan ni dia tak cakap apa-apa. Faham tak? Dia tak cakap apa-apa. Maksudnya original tu px itu adalah standard form 2. Kecuali soalan tu mention px over dx, then kita kena tulis dalam standard form yang pertama. Teruskan ya. So di sini dia kata divisor dia adalah x square minus 4. Which means that px over dx, dx you adalah power 2. So you punya atas mesti power 1. Baru kita kata proper fraction. Teruskan.
Okay, so the question said, find the remainder when the polynomial is divided by x squared minus 4. So in here, the divisor is a quadratic. So our remainder will be in the form of linear, which is ax plus b. Okay, so now I'm going to substitute the situation. So now P2 is equals to 6. Okay, so P2 is equals to 6.
Harap anda faham ya, kenapa sini ax plus b. Sebab divisor u is a quadratic, automatic, ru is a linear. Teruskan.
6, which means that 2a plus b is equals to 6. That will be my first equation. My second equation will be p negative 2 equals to 0. So my equation will be negative 2a plus b equals to 0. That will be my second equation. So simultaneous equation, I'm going to add on the equation 1 and the equation 2. So we will have 2b is equals to 6 and b will be equals to 3. By substituting the b equals to 3 into the second equation. So we will have negative 2a plus 3 is equals to 0, and a will be equals to 3 over 2. So question asks us to find the remainder. So as we all know, the remainder is equals to ax plus b. By substituting the value a and b into the remainder, so we will have rx is equals to 3 over 2x plus 3. When the polynomial is divided by x squared minus 4. So here we...
Okay, so nampak keadaan dia. So benda yang sama, dia repeat. Betul? Pagi ni kita bincang semua example, factor theorem, remainder theorem, zeros kan? Semua dia berada dalam sini. Bila dia gabung lah. So ini soalan yang kita consider as pendek lah. Faham tak? Pendek, yang simple, yang straightforward. So all you have to do is to understand the questions. Okay, so question mentioned to find the remainder. So this is what we call the remainder. So 6.1, 6.2 tu bolehlah dikatakan kita combine semua benda dalam satu soalan. Okay, so inilah boleh kita kata sebagai soalan assignment. Okay, assignment atau ujian lah nanti. Boleh ikut? Boleh ya? Tapi dia masih bahagian A saja. Dia belum lagi bahagian B. Bahagian B adalah partial fraction. Kita akan bincang selepas ini. Teruskan.
The expression ax cubed minus ax squared plus bx plus 12 has a factor x plus 3. And leave a remainder of 4 when divided by x minus 1. So that is the first part. Find the value of the constant a and b. For the second part, the question asks us to factorize the expression completely. Followed by the third part will be determine the zeros. So now I'm going to substitute the value into the expression. So by substitute the negative 3 into the expression, and I will have 3 minus 27a minus 3b, which is equals to 0. Rearrange the situation and simplify, and I will have 9a plus b, which is equals to 1.
So di sini kita ada apa? Mula-mula factor theorem. Okay, factor theorem. So make it simple lah, clean and clear. Make it simple. So untuk bahagian ni adalah remainder theorem. Teruskan.
That is the first equation. For the second part, or the second equation, I'm going to substitute the value 1 into the expression, and I will have 11 plus a plus b equals to 4. Rearrange the situation, and I will have the second equation. By doing the simultaneous equation, I'm going to take equation 1 minus with equation 2, and I will have 8a equals to 8, and a will be equals to 1. By substituting the a equals to 1 into the second equation, and I will have b is equals to negative 8. As usual, rewrite the expression. That will be my first part.
Okay, so tadi saya kata apa? Kalau you dapat A, B, something like that, mesti kena tulis benda ini. So, continue. They said, hence, bermaksudnya kena guna ini untuk soalan seterusnya. Factorize completely. So, benda ini you dah pernah tengok dah kan? Contohnya iaitu mesti kena buat long division. But, make sure you must have a factor. You must have a factor. Faham tak? You must have a factor. So, bagaimana?
So now second part, I'm going to factorize the expression completely. So as we all know, x plus 3 is a factor. So now I'm going to use the long division to find the other factors. So first I'm going to eliminate the x cubed by multiplying with x squared. So I will have the product as negative 4x squared minus 8x plus 12. Next I'm going to multiply with negative 4x. So I will have negative 4x squared minus 12x. So the next part I'm going to have 4x plus 12. So now my mission is to eliminate the 4x. So I'm going to multiply with 4. So I will have 4x plus 12. So finally my remainder is equals to 0. So rewrite the expression x squared minus 4x.
Ingat, saya ingatkannya, bila you dah buat long division, remember, standard form 1, which is the px over dx, or the standard form 2, which is only the px. So kalau saya salin semula ya, iaitu saya punya QX multiply with the DX. So, tekan calculator, factorize kan? You got 3 situation. Number 1 is 2 distinct root. Seperti contoh yang saya tunjuk tadi. 2 distinct root, berbeza. Second one is 2 equal root. Okay, final one is no real root. So, kalau no real root, biarkan X square tu. Teruskan ya. So, yang ini tak silap saya adalah 2 equal root.
Going to have x minus 2 squared. X.
Okay, x minus 2 squared. So, dalam calculator you hanya keluar satu root je. X equals to 2. Tapi tak ada x1, tak ada x2. So, take note ya, berhati-hati dengan perkara itu. Teruskan.
X plus 3. So, that is equals to px. So, the third.
So, this one consider factorize completely sudah. Okay, dah factorize completely. Teruskan. Determine the zeros. Determine the zeros. So, you ada berapa zeros? Ada 2 saja. Okay, sebab ada satu yang berulang.
Third part is ask us to find the determine the zeros. So, in here, zeros are zeros are 2 and negative 3. So, here we are.
Okay, so zeros you adalah 2 and negative 3. So, beginilah ya, jawab soalan yang panjang ini. So, ini just bahagian pertama. So, sebenarnya cerita dia ada lagi, sambung lagi untuk partial fraction.